Okay, so what we want to do now is to make sure that we're uploading the file, because so far when we select a file, all we get is the information that the file was received. Okay, so we want to do a checkup of this. So I'm simply going to copy this information because I will need it when setting up things. So I'm going to go to the new file we've created, which is uploader.php. Okay, so at the top here, all I want to do is upload. So we're going to make it create a folder. Let me come back here. Where is my chat? I'm actually in the wrong place. Where is this? Okay, good. So in my chat, we're going to have a folder here called uploads, and that will be created dynamically by PHP. Okay, so let me paste that information I brought down here. I'll paste it there. So I'm going to comment this out so that it's just for reference. And also I want to be able to see if there's any information that was brought in using the post variable. Okay, so let's try that again. Change, do that. And of course, there is information being sent through the post, and that's data type, which shows us that we are changing the profile image. Okay, so I'll need this as well. Copy, paste it here for reference. Now, in case you're confused as to where this is coming from, as you can see, data type is, let me go back to index.php, was sent when we appended data type here with this information. Now, this thing is clever enough to know that when I send a file, it uses a different array. So there are two arrays that are created. So if you're sending any files, those files are going to be sent to the files array. And then if you're sending any strings, like here I'm sending a string, it's going to go to the post variable, which is this one. Okay, so great. Now that we have that out of the way, let's do some logic here. So the first thing I want to do is to check what the data type is, okay, so that I know where to send this particular file that's being uploaded. But however, we are still going to need to upload the file anyway, so maybe we can start with that. So let's check this out right here. So I'm going to start with the files array. So let me comment that out. So the files array, like this. So let's put an if statement here. We're going to say something like if. Oh, now it's important to put an if statement of is set, because sometimes if there are no files sent, this is not set. So we're going to say if is set files, like that. Okay, and then we want to make sure that now the thing is, in the index page here, we made sure that we are only sending the first file that is added here, so that the user, even if the user adds multiple files, we're going to ignore the rest. So which means we'll always have a single item in here, which will be this in the files thingy there. So it's going to be files if is set files. Let's just put an and here, and it's not empty, so I don't want to. Let me copy this. So we want to check if files is set, and then we have to check if this name here is not empty. So I'm going to paste here, and files file. So maybe what we want to do is just check if this is set, this files file, and then if files name right here, which is represented by that, copy and paste. Let me put some commas there. If that is not equal to empty string, okay, and the error, okay, we'll stop right there. and put another if statement here. So we're going to say if, let me copy this part here. So if you've noticed, when there's no error, it's equal to 0. Okay, so 0 means no error happened. So here I want to use error instead. I'm checking for the error because sometimes the file can be partially uploaded. So if files file error is equal to 0, which means everything went well. Anything else means things didn't go well. Then here we are good to go. Good to go. And then uploading the file is very simple. We simply say move uploaded file, and then we're going to have our file name over here. Where is my trusty $sign? Great, just like that. So we have the file, the source, and the destination. So the source, of course, is not the file name, but this part. So this is the temp file where this is sent when it's uploaded. So we're going to use temp name. So let's copy that. Wrong thing. So what I need to do is do that. Copy and put it here. Boom. But instead, I'm going to use temp name and put it right there. So we're moving our uploaded file from this location to the destination. But where is the destination, you ask? Good question. So let's create the destination right here. Now, the important thing is to figure out the folder first. So let's figure out the folder. So let's create a folder. The folder is going to be uploads, like this. That's the folder name. So what I want to do is to check if it exists. So if file exists, this is how you check if even folders exist. Folder. Okay, if it exists, we don't need to do anything. So we're going to put an exclamation mark to say if it doesn't exist. So if not file exists, let's make one. So we're going to say mkdir, let's make directory, and then we're going to make folder. But then we have to, I'm actually not convinced here. We have to set some access rules. So I think it's 0777 if I'm not mistaken. And then we're going to put true at the end to make sure that it's recursive. However, this true is not necessary in our case. It's only necessary if your folder has a subfolder like this. Then you're going to need that, because if this doesn't exist, this folder will throw an error. It won't be created. So just use it like that. But for now, we just need uploads like this. Maybe we'll put our slash like so. Okay, so far so good. Make directory. There we have the directory. So at this point, we are sure that the directory exists. Great. So our destination will start with a folder. So let me put the folder here, and then we're going to concatenate something here. And that will probably be the file name. So let's get the file name itself right there. Copy, put it there. Nice. So we're getting the same file name and putting it there as the destination. Good. So this is all we need to upload a file. That's it. So in order to see that this is actually working, let's give it a spin. Refresh and settings, change, and let's put an image there. So we get an empty, which means everything went well. Change image. Now to know that things went well, we have to go in here and look for uploads, and there it is, the folder, and there's our file. So you see everything worked well, but let's delete this and start again. So now that we know this is working, we have to make sure that this was a profile image change. So in order to do that, we have to query the post variable. So let's come down here and say data type is equal to empty string, right? And then let's check if is set like this. Okay, if is set post data type like that. If that is set, then let's check it out and let's set this to post data type. So I'm going to say data type is equal to post data type. Okay, so now here is where we're going to decide where to add this image, right? So we're going to say if data type again is equal to, what was it equal to? Change profile image. So if it's equal to that, then we know it's a profile image change. Okay, so all this now is unnecessary now because we've already used it for reference. Great. Okay, so let me put an echo statement here. I'm going to say echo so that we can see that as a message. Your image was uploaded. Oops. Great. And then down here, we're going to change profile image. Okay, so now what we need to do is grab the destination right there. Now, in case it didn't go through here, we still need to have a destination at the top here. So I'm going to just say destination is equal to empty string, just so we don't throw an error in case we didn't get to this point, right? So at this point, I'm going to ask if destination is not equal to empty string. Okay. If it's not, then let's save to database. Database. Awesome. So here let's create a query. Query is equal to. Now the thing here is we don't have the database class at this point. All right, because normally we were using API. And the API has all this cool stuff already there. So what we want to do is, this is the line I'm looking for, right there. Okay, so let's go here and put it there. But also, we need our session here, because we need to know who this this person is and check if you're logged in. So we will need that. So I think we will need to copy all this from there to there. Copy, uploader, and put it right after that session. Good. This way at least we get to check okay, so info, logged in, false, echo. All right, great. So we get to check if the user is logged in or not and do things accordingly. Okay, so let me come down here, and also echoing here is now prohibited since we are using our this format right here. So I'm just going to copy this format from somewhere, which is right here. Great. Let me come back here and okay, so we are returning some JSON so that we handle things properly instead of simply echoing them. So info message is equal to this. and info data type is equal to, of course this is not the data type, the data type is, oops, so we must set the data type at the top here. So let me cut this and let me put it right there. Okay, so it's a good idea to know the data type first before we get to this point so that we can easily call on it. So down here, data type, great, nice. All right, there we go. And now we save to the database. Now the advantage here is that we have DB here, so we are good to go. Oh, some Christmas celebration there. All right, so query is equal to update users, set image, because we're just changing the image, is equal to destination, right? Where user ID is equal to, I'm just going to put a dummy ID there, limit 1. So I will put some single quotes on both of these like this, and I still need to determine what ID is. So let me come down here, DB right. Of course, we're going to add the query, and I'm simply going to put an empty array there like this. Great. And so let me add the ID here, which I will get from let's see, API. I'll get it from here. Great. So ID is equal to the session ID. Awesome. Okay, I think everything is good. So update users, set image is equal to destination, where user ID is equal to ID limit 1, and then write to database. Awesome. Now the thing I want to do is, let me go to index.php. Right after this has happened, I want it to refresh the settings and the user info. So we already did that in a previous tutorial, so we have the code. So I simply need to go here and do this, copy that, come down here, and where are you? There we go. So right about here, we do the refreshing. Awesome. Okay, so I think everything seems to be fine. So let's give it a spin. Now let's change this. So I'll go to this one. Okay, so we have a syntax error. Unexpected in uploader.php on line 49. Unexpected closing tag. So line 49, where are we? Line 49. So this is unexpected, but why? Oh, because there's an echo. Unwanted echo. Awesome. Let's try you again. Okay, so message, your image was uploaded, data type, and there we go. See how easy it is to change an image? Nice. So wait a second here. Okay, so we just have to remove the from index.php the alert here, so we don't need the alert to this. What I need is I think the alert is unnecessary, so let me just remove it. Or for now, I'll simply comment it out like this. And then one thing I've noticed is when the image is not square, we have a problem here. So I will go to index.php, which is where I already am. So I'll go to where the profile image is right here. So where is this? So right here, I will put some styles here. I will say height. I actually don't know user info. Let me go up here. I don't know what height and width I'm actually using. Where is user info? It's not there. Okay, let's try 100 pixels and width 100 pixels. We'll adjust as needed. Let me refresh the page. There we go. I think that's good enough. Okay, so if I go to settings, let's try it out again. This is what I get. And let me try and change the image to something else. So let's see this one. And there we go. Let me try and change to somebody else again. There we go. So things are working just fine. The only thing now is I want to be able to drag and drop the image right here to upload it. That will be much cooler. So we're going to do that in the next video.